The story of Moses at the burning bush. Good day, everyone. Today, I want to take you on a journey back in time. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing in the middle of a vast, silent desert. The sun is beating down on your neck. The air is dry and hot. You are 80 years old. Your hands are rough from decades of holding a wooden shepherd's staff, and your boots are covered in the dust of a land that isn't even your home. This was Moses. But before Moses was an old shepherd, he was a prince. He grew up in the golden palaces of Egypt, eating the finest food and wearing the finest linen. Yet, Moses had a secret. He knew he was actually a Hebrew, a member of a slave race. One day, seeing the brutal oppression of his people, Moses snapped. He lost his temper and killed an Egyptian taskmaster who was beating a slave. Fear drove him into the desert. He lost his status, his home, and his identity. For 40 long years, he lived in complete obscurity, probably thinking his life was over. He was just an old man with a messy past, counting down his days. Then, on an entirely ordinary day, doing an ordinary job, he saw something impossible. A bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. He walked closer to see this strange sight, and suddenly, a voice called out from the flames, "Moses! Moses!" God spoke to Moses from the fire. He told Moses that he had seen the suffering of the Israelites in Egypt and that he was going to rescue them. Imagine Moses nodding along, thinking, "Wow, that is amazing news. God is finally going to save my people." But then comes the plot twist. In verse 10, God says, "So now, go. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people the Israelites out of Egypt." Can you imagine the sudden panic that must have gripped Moses' heart? Go back to Egypt. Go back to the place where he was a wanted criminal. Stand before the most powerful ruler on earth and demand the release of his free labor force. Moses looked down at his old hands. He looked at his dusty shepherd clothes. He thought about his stuttering tongue, and he uttered those famous words in Exodus 3 verse 11, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" Let us pause our story for a moment and look at that question, "Who am I?" This question is deeply human. We all know what it feels like to ask it. In many cultures, saying, "Who am I?" is a beautiful sign of respect and humility. When someone praises us, or when someone offers us a big responsibility, we say, "Who am I to receive this?" It keeps our egos in check and shows respect to others. But when Moses says it to God, it isn't just polite humility. It is raw, paralyzed fear. It is imposter syndrome. Moses is looking at his own life and saying, "God, I am not perfect. I am not good. I am a failure. You have picked the wrong person." How many times have we looked at a challenge in our own lives and said, "Who am I?" We look at a new responsibility, a calling to lead, a broken relationship to fix, or a dream to pursue, and we look at our flaws and say, "I am not good enough." We tell ourselves we aren't smart enough, holy enough, or strong enough. We think we have to be perfect to be used by God. But look at how God responds to Moses. This is the most beautiful part of the entire story. God does not give Moses a self-help motivational speech. He doesn't say, "Come on, Moses, believe in yourself. You've got this." No. God ignores Moses' question about himself entirely. Instead, in verse 12, God says, "I will be with you." Do you see what God did there? He shifted the focus. Moses was asking, "Who am I?" And God answered by saying, "It doesn't matter who you are. What matters is who is going with you." Moses was focused on his own weakness. God was focused on his own presence. Later in the chapter, Moses asked God, "Who should I say sent me?" And God gives his ultimate name, "I am who I am." God was saying, "Moses, I am everything you are not. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are afraid, I am courageous. When you do not have the words, I am the message." This story teaches us a profound truth about human nature and divine power. We do not need to be perfect. Moses was not perfect. He was a murderer, a runaway, a doubter, and a stutterer. Yet, God didn't call him because he was perfect. God called him because God was going to be with him. To conclude, saying, "Who am I?" to other people is a beautiful sign of many culture humility. But when we stand before God, let us remember that our weaknesses do not disqualify us. The next time life calls you to step out in faith, or to do something that feels way bigger than your abilities, and that voice in your head asks, "Who am I?" Remember Moses at the burning bush. It is okay to not be perfect. It is okay to not be good enough on your own. Because the same God who spoke to Moses is saying to you today, "I will be with you." Your inadequacy is just an opportunity for God's power to show up. Thank you, and may God bless you all.